All right.
Okay.
You never know where people want to go when it's going to be on YouTube.
So how has new technology, how is it changing your everyday responsibilities as a journalist?
I don't know how we got on the air with anything in 1999, let alone 1979 when I started. I marvel at this every day, the speed with which we can check something. Thus, the responsibility for being accurate is. I used to think it was almost at that point where any more responsibility, your head would bust open from the weight of it. But now, if you make a mistake, fortunately it's television. If I make a spelling mistake, I can still get away with that as long as I do and the graphics people don't. But short of that, any mistake you make, you will know about it. I have made a mistake on the air and looked down at a Twitter feed and been corrected by 37 people within a minute of the mistake. And the responsibility to thus double check and triple check and quadruple check everything first is unbelievable. And it really does focus you in with kind of laser light precision on trying to get everything supported by some fact somewhere. And that's the primary means of doing it. And it also changes the dynamic of what's news. If you sit there and think, well, I'm going to tell people things they don't know, which is essentially the premise of it down to the cavemen. Well, what does that mean now? The likelihood, I just assume at 8 o'clock every night, everybody who's watching already knows the basic facts of what I'm telling them. If I have something actually new to tell them, well, then we put red banners up and go, breaking news, you haven't heard this before, whatever. But the responsibility to try to then analyze the news as quickly as it happens is at its most rapid and thus most challenging point. So the effects are much more important and much more varied than you'd think at first guess.